Actress Shailene Woodley, star of the new film Insurgent, which came out on Friday, part of the Divergent series, is still not a feminist, and the mainstream media is still upset with her about it. She gave an interview last year with Time magazine where she said that she's not a feminist because she likes men, causing shock and outrage in the mainstream media, causing Ms. Magazine, the CIA-funded operation that was launched back in the 1960s to destroy the fabric of the family and promote feminism, to write this article that says why feminists need to take over the school boards so that they could indoctrinate the children even more, since their radical cultural feminazi programs have failed to brainwash Shailene Woodley. And now she gave an interview with Time magazine, and they published this article saying that she's adamant she's still not a feminist. You may recall, maybe you don't know, but the star of Big Bang Theory, one of the stars, Penny, played by Kaylee Cuoco, had to apologize to the mainstream press after she said that she was not a feminist in an interview, and said that she likes to dare to cook for her husband 5 nights a week. Oh, how dare she like to cook! Absolutely incredible. Oh, by the way, Shailene Woodley started doing movies a couple years ago, been in some small television shows, now a big star of Divergent and now part 2, Insurgent. Also appearing in Oliver Stone's film Snowden, about Edward Snowden, the NSA whistleblower, along with Nicolas Cage. Very interesting. So it looks like she has some interesting taste, some good taste in films. Most of Hollywood's leading ladies love to promote feminism and stand up for women's rights in America, as if we're still living in medieval times. Celebrities are the primary vehicles through which feminism is promoted. Feminism claims to be a female-friendly movement for women's rights, but is actually a strange and malicious movement that is waging war not only against men, but also against women who prefer the traditional gender roles, or who just like to be regular women and do womanly things, right? Hollywood uses their cultural Marxist methods and the power of the media to demonize women who want to be stay-at-home moms by claiming that they're victims the male-dominated patriarchal society, and saying that women only get paid 3/4 of the amount of money that men get. Feminists and their Illuminati financiers have organized the rebellion of women who now refuse to do womanly things, like, knowing how to cook or sew or raise their own children. Talentless tramps like Kim the Trash Can Kardashian and Miley Cyrus are held up as role models for women when they have no purpose other than to produce masturbation material for morons, posing for scantily clad selfies on Instagram. Women like Kim the Trash Can and Paris Hilton, who are portrayed as divine royalty by the mainstream media, often can't sing, can't dance, they're not funny, they can't sew or make creative arts and crafts. They can't cook a decent meal. They don't know how to grow or maintain a garden. They don't have anything remotely interesting or intellectual to say, and have virtually nothing to contribute to society at all. But nevertheless, they are built up as role models for women to aspire to be like. And they are nothing but pop culture parasites whose only skills involve shopping and posting selfies. Yes, that's mainstream feminism for you. Of course, Beyonce, a big feminist, appearing behind a feminist banner at the MTV Mind Control Video Music Awards, and then launching the Ban Bossy campaign, while her husband, studies have shown, uses the B word in over 50% of his music. And by the way, feminists always complain that men make more money than women, but fail to acknowledge that men often have jobs that involve higher safety risks that expose them to physical and health dangers, which no women in their right mind would ever consider doing. Or they have jobs that involve getting dirty, like a mechanic or a garbage man, or work that involves back-breaking labor, like pouring concrete or being a bricklayer. Men should earn more money than women. We pay for probably 90 to 99% of the things we do in a relationship. And the wage gap is a debunked feminist myth, as Christina Hoffman, a female writer at Time magazine, explains. Quote, no matter how many times this wage gap claim is decisively refuted by economists, it always comes back. The bottom line, the 23-cent gender pay gap, is simply the difference between the average earnings of all men and women working full-time. It does not account for the differences in occupations, position, education, job tenure, or hours worked per week. When such relevant factors are considered, the wage gap narrows to the point of vanishing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. Check out some of the previous videos and the playlists on youtube.com/markdice. Check out my latest book, Inside the Illuminati, Evidence, Objectives, and Methods of Operation. And stay tuned. There's more videos coming soon.